Hello, Alex. How you doing?
Hello, good evening. Okay, how are you?
All righty.
I think Brian normally says that 5-minute warning. So 2 minutes. Is it 2 minutes? Forget that. That was fake news. Yeah. So,
You're on a 2-minute warning.
okay. I think I pulled that too close to me.
Oh, I thought,
It's not very bright.
I don't have it on. You know how I am, Gloria. I'm not turning that, they don't have a hard time hearing me either.
Did you hear that? You said you wasn't very bright.
Hmm?
Did you hear that? You said you wasn't very bright. That's what I'm
Yeah.
Can I close it? I'm called you, if we called you, you probably.
Oh, I know it. Well, they had a water tower at 2 and got that at 3:30 and then got home and had to.
I took Brian to over the weekend,
Oh.
because I go to the 500 every year. He's upset that he can't go with me. I'm like, no, that is not.
Well, it's just a long day.
So the Grand Prix is a good, like, introduction to it. So it was still a long day, and I'm sunburned.
And, well, yeah. Andrew went with a buddy from South.
That's not right.
Coming up. That's what Andrew
I'll
got
have 2 minutes.
qualification.
That's a minute.
And,
2-minute warning. That clock back there is
it was too
slow,
much for him, you know, that was a long time ago.
according to my phone.
Every year.
Oh, it's gonna be a hoot, man. Let me tell you. We started off trying to cancel, so it's really desperate up here.
I've been yawning all day.
Oh, when we started out with the polls, somebody started yawning at after 6, and I looked at him and I said, "You start that now, it's gonna be like when it's 9 o'clock in the morning."
Okay, I'm going to call the meeting to order. Well, I've been wanting to do that for 2 years. Okay, we will say the pledge to the flag. If you'll stand, please.
Yes or no? Okay.
Okay, would you lead?
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. I would like to ask the council members, have you had a chance to read or review the minutes of the April 13th council meeting?
Yes.
Yes.
I would entertain a motion to approve them.
Approved.
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. They are approved. And let's see here. Let's start down here. Sign them. Thank you for enduring, what's that?
Well, before we sign the documents, there are those, the funeral deeds, adjustments, payroll vouchers.
Those are the minutes.
Yeah, that's next.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm ahead of you. I know. I don't know what I was thinking. I apologize.
You're trying to get it done.
Just going to keep those down there.
Yep,
Yeah.
I'll keep it down here.
Okay, we're going to be signing some other documents, the adjustments and payroll vouchers and the monthly bills. So,
I'll make a motion, we do that.
I will second that motion.
okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no. See, did I sign that?
Yeah.
You didn't sign that one.
Okay, we'll have an update from Commonwealth Representative.
Good evening, everybody. Would you all need a copy of the memo?
Yes, please.
Carla?
So this update just encompasses everything that's been going on with the water and wastewater projects for the past month. Our last construction meeting was held on April 16th with the town, Commonwealth, Striegel, and USDA. On April 25th, Cummins was on site again for the startup of the lift station. The generator was able to be started up, but it was discovered that CenterPoint had installed the incorrect size of line from the gas main to the supply the generator efficiently. So that has been rescheduled for Wednesday, May 13th, this Wednesday. And Striegel has submitted their cost proposal for the Sagar relocation associated costs. We're in the process of reviewing this proposal, and it will be discussed this Thursday at our next construction meeting. It's at 1 p.m. at the community building. For our water sampling project, it continues on a monthly basis. It occurred on Tuesday, April 14th and Tuesday, May 6th. So that was Wednesday, May 6th, and it will continue through October of this year. We are working on a preliminary alternative analysis, the report that will discuss and determine any potential alternatives that will answer any issues identified during our testing. The memo that John and I presented back in February of this year will be updated and attached to this report when it is finished. For our regulatory updates, the water agreed order case, IDEM performed a sanitary inspection on February 5th, 2026, and subsequently issued a summary letter. Town and Scott issued a response to IDEM on March 29th, 2026. And there's a continued discussion with IDEM regarding the termination of that agreed order. That is all that has happened in the past month. Are there any questions or concerns?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
All right. Well, thank you all for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. We received that as just information, do we not, Gloria? Yeah. Okay, we have Mike Snyder from the MMA Greensburg, I believe it is.
Decatur County Emergency Management Agency, the EMA office. So I'm here to talk to you tonight about adopting our multi-hazard mitigation plan. We started on this project last year, actually before I come into the office, and we have completed that. And there are several numerous federal requirements attached to the mitigation plan. One of those that is done is once the county adopts the plan, then we have to go around and have the plan adopted by all the incorporated cities and towns within the county. So that's what brings me here tonight, is for the town of Westport to officially adopt that plan. It is a requirement based upon and tied to other grants and funding opportunities that you might have. So if you needed a mitigation grant for some effort in Westport, you would have to have this adopted in order to funding. So it is one of the requirements with that. It's also tied to the National Flood Insurance Program. So if there's any flood insurance, people within the town of Westport would also be tied to that as well. So one of those things that now I make my way around to all of the towns to have that adopted.
Okay. Alex, do we have to read that?
You don't have to read the entire documents. You can read the ordinance number and the heading if you'd like to before opening up for comments.
Okay. Okay.
I have it if you like.
Are you finished or you want us to do that right now?
Yes, if you could go
Okay.
ahead, that'd be great.
Yeah, this resolution number 2026-5, a resolution of the Westport Town Council of Indiana adopting the Decatur County Multi-Hazard Mitigation Plan. Any questions from the board? The way I listen, we don't have much choice, do we?
It's tied to funding.
Okay. I would entertain a motion to adopt this. Motion. Russell and
I will second.
Jen seconds it. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. Okay, we print our name.
Print off to the side there.
Okay, but we sign it also.
Yes.
Okay.
While you are signing that, would you like me to talk about the other topic?
Sure,
Okay.
sure.
So the other topic that we had was mutual aid agreements. As from the emergency management perspective, as we start updating and doing more of our planning and mitigation efforts that we work on, one of the things that has been discussed and will come up in some of our plans is having mutual aid agreements between the cities and towns and the county. That is kind of where the concept of the mutual aid agreement has come from.
Mhm.
It was reviewed by the county attorney, and commissioners had stated that when I go ahead and proceed out with these things, if I could also present those to the town boards for you all to review those as well. You need more time to review that with a little bit more time to review it or to have your attorney review it, by all means, that's fine. It does not have to be done tonight.
Okay. What's your wishes, Alex?
So I've not had an opportunity, I don't know that I've received mutual aid agreements. If I have, I apologize. I've not had an opportunity to.
No,
I think that our attorney needs to look it over, and then we can come back maybe next meeting
okay.
and approve it, adopt it. Okay.
All right, sounds good. Do you have any other questions for me?
I think
All
so.
right, all right, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mike. Okay, the National Rural Water Association loan for the water tower. It's my understanding that we need to approve that. This loan is extremely important to the water tower project. And the amount is $100,000. Is that correct, Damon? Is that Gloria?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Any discussion, questions by the board? Okay, I'm sorry.
Nope, nope, nope.
I would entertain a motion to adopt this.
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Sandy, I saw your hand, but is this something that needs to be done with community input or just a quick question?
It's a quick question. It's got like 106,000.
Gloria, do you know if it's 100 even or? Yeah, she says yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Thank you. Okay, we have an ordinance 2025-10. I do not have a copy of that in front of me, do I? I do? Okay, over here in this stack, okay. Thank you. She told me that, but I forgot. I only forget when I forget.
That's right.
Okay, this is titled An Ordinance of the Town of Westport, Indiana concerning public nuisances and repealing all prior conflicting ordinances. This happens to be about 6 pages, I think. And again, Alex, do we need to read all 6 pages?
So the ordinance does not have to be read. You've read the ordinance
Okay.
number and the caption.
Okay,
Because it is an ordinance, I would recommend opening public comments to the members of the public
on this?
on this
Okay.
one, so that they can comment if they.
I know I've had some discussion with Brian, and maybe the others had maybe some conversation.
Yeah, I'm the libertarian on the board.
Okay. Any questions or discussion?
This is the one that we made the updates to, so it's not a new one. We've seen it before. It was just the discussion over some of the wording on the smoke and things like that, right?
Correct, yes.
It's a cleaning up of all those other ordinances and combining.
Yes.
Things that Jan.
Yes.
Ask him and he's not here.
Okay.
I'm like.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
And it adds a few other things about the loud, unnecessary, or unreasonable noise that disturbs another's comfort, including but not limited to amplified music, shouting, or engine revving between 11 and 7. So that was one that was kind of added. As far as the cleaning up of the yards and the stuff that needs to be tended to, this is going to be a little bit stronger, a little bit less forgiving. So we hope that this can help us maintain keeping the yards at least mowed and the weeds trimmed. You know, I hope. So we shall see.
The section that was added since the last time we met is on top of page 3, under section 3. My recollection is there was some discussion about, wanting to make sure that if there's a business that's lawfully operating with the requisite permits from IDEM and so forth, that they would be able to, they would not be impacted by this ordinance. Making sure that it's understood that if you're burning natural materials, such as tree limbs and leaves, that also during daylight hours supervise, that would not be impacted by this as well. So those were added to the top to address the discussion that.
Okay, thank you. Any further discussion? I would entertain a motion to approve this for first reading.
I second.
You don't make it.
Who
I
ma-
don't want to do what? What?
Did you-
Did I do something wrong?
You're making the motion.
Oh, I'm
Not
making the
seconding.
motion. Oh,
And I would entertain a second.
I'll second.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
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 I abstain.
Okay. Any opposed? Any abstain?
Aye.
Okay. Motion passed.
Okay.
Now we go on to the ordinance 2026-2, establishing schedule of fees for certain services. This is for a first reading. It's titled, "An Ordinance Establishing and Authorizing a Schedule of Fees for Certain Services Provided by the Town of Westport." Any discussion or questions? You know what you're voting on?
I read it.
You read it?
Yeah.
That's
Yes, it was
good.
in the emails. All of this was in the
Yeah,
email.
yeah, we got emails on that, so. I would entertain a motion. Did I get a motion? I haven't yet, have I?
Just as a point of order,
Okay.
since this is an ordinance, I would recommend opening this one as well to public comments.
To the public at this point?
If there's someone that would. like to
Okay,
comment.
sure. Do we need to make the motion first or afterwards?
I would recommend doing it afterwards.
Okay. Are there any questions or comments from the community? And what's your name?
Angela
Yeah, okay.
Just curious, I mean, none of the fees seem unreasonable to me. Was it, they just went a little, or was something?
The last update was in 2016, and State Board of Accounts recommended that we update our fees. The police accident reports, I think, went up from $7 to $12 per state guidance. And on notary, we never really clearly stated what we were charging for. So we stated now that we're charging $10 for public records.
Okay. Did you?
Doesn't seem unreasonable.
Okay,
What
sure.
was changed?
Sure. Anyone else with question or a comment? Okay, I would entertain a motion to approve. Okay, did you have one?
No, I was getting ready to approve your
Okay,
motion.
you want to make the motion?
Yep,
Okay,
that's what I was getting ready to do.
okay, great. Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. Okay, we have another ordinance.
Find this one, or is it first reading?
Both of the ordinances that we've had this.
We have the ordinance 2026. On this one, there's a mistake. It says here 25 instead of 26. So we just get a white out and correct that later.
We can correct it for the official second reading.
Okay. This is an ordinance amending ordinance number 20. Okay, that's not a mistake. Yes, it is. 2025-6 regarding water rates for the town of Westport, Indiana. I understand there's not going to be any increases for the customers. It just mainly involves those who get